Hello everyone and welcome to Ground of Aces again. So I really enjoyed this last time, really want to dip back into it. There has been a little patch, not too much a change, but a little quality of life things and some things that are definitely promised and on their way that will be coming. But for now, we're just going to continue where we were. Yep, loading map. So for those of you who didn't see the last one, in this we control and manage a World War II RAF base. Currently RAF base. There is plans in the development to expand this to other nations as well, but for now this is our little RAF base. It's kind of Rimworld set in World War II era RAF is probably the best way of thinking about this. So you got to manage your stockpile, build your buildings, manage your various people, get supplies and food, but with the overall goal here consistently being manage a little fleet of aircraft and get better and better runways. And so here we have our fleet as it stands. We've got a pair of Hurricanes, a pair of Gloucester Gladiators on our little airstrip here. Over on our larger airstrip, which I am upgrading, we have a de Havilland Flamingo and a Supermarine Spitfire. The Flamingo's the biggest thing that we've got so far, and it is kind of serving as our general transport bomber, anything else that it needs to do. And otherwise we've got a nice little setup here. So we have the kind of common quarters, the mess hall, bar area, relaxation bit. We have our starting little bunkhouse, the first pilot bunkhouse over here. We've got storage room, a general mechanics room making various parts, and then this is our brand new pilot quarters that is being set up over here, mostly for people to be able to easily get from their bunkhouses to the planes out here. Got a couple of Bofors. There is a note in the latest patch log that they are doing something about the Bofors with the whole right now, unless you've got a big radio tower, which is quite a big investment to pick up. You don't get warning in time to actually man these before it's too late. But yeah, that is what we've got. So our current big goal that we've got going is to complete this runway upgrade. We did have a nice runway, upgrading it to the next tier so that we could maybe get some new aircraft. So right now it's runway tier 3. Would love to see that getting upgraded a bit. I would love to have a Lancaster in our wing here. Either way, everyone's got their tasks set up. Various people are doing their bits. We've got our engineers working on maintaining the planes. We've got our weird replenishing fuel tanks here, which I don't know how they work, but we get free fuel out of them, which is very useful. A load of stuff has become rubble, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't know if that's a bug with the patch or whether that just happened. Either way, let them sort stuff. I'm going to expand that stockpile there. Yeah, there we go. It's nice expanded. There we go. just so they've got a bit more room, and otherwise I'm going to put this on to fast forward, and so they can start getting things done. I've got lots of jobs. I think what I was planning on doing down here was I was building another parking spot so I can see if I can move planes over to this side so I can increase the width of this runway here to help increase things. Otherwise we'll get missions from time to time. Missions give us victory points which we use to get new planes and similar things. So all nice and useful. So hire more and more staff as and when we need. Now that we've got the new barracks up and running, I might grab an extra couple. There we go. Just to help with some of the tasks around the base, because we are getting a bit of a backlog of stuff that needs done. Especially the whole runway, which really needs work done. Ooh, we've got a new mission here, behind enemy lines drop. If detected, return home immediately. Okay. Oh, I think the Flamingo is about the best plane that we can put here. 80% chance. I think if we add anything, yeah, it's going to decrease the chance. So yeah, send the Flamingo off. Okay, they are still happy using the runway even though it's incomplete. That's fine. And everyone goes back to sleep. I think we lost a lot of that day just clearing out everything that had rotted away overnight. Yeah, we've got some more folk here. Incidentally, I do realise that unlike last time, there's going to be a lot less music this time. That is because I have this time enabled streamer mode, which I didn't really think about last time, but without that active, the video got very much demonetized because it has a lot of copyright music, which makes it very nice and very entertaining to play, but it is not ideal. And oh, I've just realised what happened there. That was the raid. When we left off last time, we got hit with an air raid. That's damaged that. It's also damaged all of this fencing here, so on. Okay. So that's not too bad. We lost... Oh! Uh-oh. We just lost the Flamingo with the entire crew. That's bad. Can afford another one. I think we're going to have to call in another one. Yeah, losing that aircrew was not good. That's the first casualties we've had. Oh well. Yeah, we've got lots of food here of very low integrity. They are being stored as best I can. Slightly concerned that not huge. These are the crew members just idling about that. Yeah. Oh, he's sad. Do we just not have enough concrete? I'm not quite sure why that is no longer being worked on. Do we not have enough? We've got enough raw water. What else do we need there? We've got plenty of sandbags. I don't know why that's not being worked on. At least this is being worked on now. So we are making progress. Yeah, that's a good point, Falcata. Sending the escort would have made it less likely to succeed, but probably would have been worth it just from the point of view of making it more likely to come back. Well, live and learn. Or in the case of that crew, die and serve as a lesson to others. Alright, we're actually getting really low on wood, so let's cut some more trees down. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Falcata. Otherwise, everything here is going fine. Getting another shipment very soon. Okay, the parking spot's nearly done. There we go. Let's see how we're doing. Getting loads of tomato seeds. Oh, I remember what I was going to do here. Right, that's tomato on seeds. This is going to be tomato on food. Going to flip those two over. Same here, that's beans on seeds, which means this can be beans on food, and that can also be beans on food. There we go. That will give us a renewable source of both beans and tomatoes. Oh, right. Okay. This has been done. Can I move plane? Move. Okay, I can't move plane that way. Okay, week 7, so we failed 2 missions, but didn't do bad enough that they're gonna blame us too much. I might get a shipment of a radio tax. I think this is what gives us early warning of the bomber raids. Okay, Hawker Hurricane. Who can switch crew members? That's great. I just want to move the plane. How many people have died? Haven't you been alive for 15 minutes? Well, Candy, how many crew does a... Three people have died. 3 glorious people of the old crew of the old Flamingo was shot down dropping paratroopers behind enemy lines, and I sent them in alone because I was told to be stealthy, and well, they weren't very stealthy. Okay, I'm gonna do the Gloucester Gladiator. Alright. I want move plane. Move plane there. You plane go there. I am very confused. Famously stealthy flamingos. I know, right? They balance on one leg. Perfect stealth. Small troop transport. Okay. Pick up and drop off a small stranded squad. Well, good news, fellows. This time, you get a goddamn escort. Well, I can move this over there. Can I move this now? Oh, wait. Can I delete this now? There's no longer a plane on it. God damn it. Not sure if there's just not something that I'm absolutely not seeing here in terms of how to move these spots, or if it's just not been implemented yet. The joys of early access. And does it count as a zone? Can I do remove zone? Nope. So I can remove the runway by clicking on it. I don't want to remove the entire runway, I just want to remove the those 2 slots so I can make the runway bigger. Yay, they succeeded. Nobody died this time. I'm a wonderful commander. Yeah, because I can delete the plane. I don't want to delete the plane. Artillery spotting. There we go. Send off a good old Gloucester Gladiator. Oh, that one can be harvested for its fuel, and that one can be harvested for its fuel. And we should have got a, yeah, radio tower, right. Let's build that right there. Then I'll get, hopefully, early warning of the flights that are coming in to kill us all. Yay! Mission succeeded. See, everything's fine. What? How are we at? We've got the things we need. Progress is being made on the runway, the big runway. I'm gonna have to quickly. Medium fighter interception. Well, I do have my lovely Spitfire, and actually it's 99% just a Spitfire escorted with a Hurricane, so off they go. Just gonna look something up. Ground of aces. Move. Okay. No idea. But off my little planes go. Alright, harvest some more sand. There we go, medium fighter interception. We did it. Also, I can. Okay, those are still refilling. I can harvest some more water from the lakes dotted around. Let's get some more sand. Redstone circle. Right. There we go. Bunch of resources assigned for gathering. There's also this one that I set up. Peat until base has 100 cement. There we go. Birthday mission. Somehow we are doing these very frequently. Sending someone to get a surprise cake. I love that that can somehow fail. There we go, we're dispatching the flamingo in order to get someone a birthday cake, because I am good at managing RAF resources. Those two are just making out. Okay. Pretty sure that shouldn't be on work time, guys. Alright, I think we're out of bean seeds, so I'm just going to collect some more bean seeds there. That should do that. Oh, crap. Oh, it automatically does the alarm if I've got the radio tower. That's nice. Oh, we're actually ready for them this time. Little bit of an interruption there, but yes, we've got the birthday cake. Well, our Bofors, 2 sets of Bofors are manned. Searchlights are manned. Do we get extra mission points if we shoot down an enemy plane? See if it's coming. There we go. Ongoing attack. There are the vile Germans. Perfect. Shot them 2 down. Do we get bonus points? I think we should get bonus points. Okay, we need to get out a high-ranking officer. Send a couple of Gloucesters to go pick him up. There we go, everything's fine. Shot down 2 planes. Perfect. Our new defense system is operating. So they've arrived undetected, they're trying to land, got him out, and returned home successfully. Yay, mission complete. Perfect. Look, everyone's happy. Everyone's forgotten about the dead people, because, again, more making out with each other. Apparently that's just what we do on this airbase. Okay. We are making steady progress over here. Slowly getting there. We will get our heavy fighter interception. We will get a Lancaster. That's my goal for today. Supermarine Spitfire, Hurricane, Hurricane. That is not enough. Okay, every single fighter I have. And good luck, guys. Don't die. Enemy squadron spotted, engaging head on. How much is a Lancaster, by the way? 10. Oh, we're halfway there. Once the airfield's upgraded. Perfect. Mission successful. All our planes are coming home. Everyone happy. Do you think they do need to tweak it a little bit so that the victory points rewards that you get do depend on the mission, because we get the same kind of reward for that as we did from delivering a birthday cake, which doesn't quite seem right. Here we go. Happily grinding away, making cement. Slowly filling out the runway. That's a good point. Yeah, it depends how high up the chain of command the recipient is. I've just been assuming we've been getting cake for our own guys, but we might be getting cake for like the Minister of Aviation. Delivering Churchill his bi-weekly birthday cake in return for funding. That would also explain why we need to go to such great lengths to get it, because I imagine Churchill's birthday cake is just cigars soaking in brandy. Alright, let's do one more seed so I can get the other. Why is this tomato seeds? I forgot to click start, that's why I screwed up. Yeah, right. Beans, seeds, start. Right, it'll fix itself now. Because those are growing for seeds, those are growing for seeds. That's fine. Okay, we'll get the feed sorted soon then. Almost done on the runway. That's been another week. Don't need a new air doodad. Let's see, what do we want? Oh, let's get some more cement, because we're using a lot of that. Let's get some food rations, repair parts. I guess some more water. I know we're going through a lot of that. Oh, the base defences definitely work. Food supply is in a decent enough state. See if we can harvest some things, maybe get some more seeds. There we go. Now I've got loads of cement. So make good progress on the runway. There we go. That is one runway complete. Light fighter interception. Oh. There we go, can send off a Spitfire to take care of that. Right. In which case, let's put down a couple more small plane slots there. Oh, I can't quite get a large plane slot in there. Oh. Alright, so the next thing then, if I do want to expand this up to tier 4, this doesn't need to be concrete, this needs to be tarmac. Or steel tarmac if I just want to go whole hog. Hold off on that just now. Just gotta see how all that goes. There we go, mission complete. Absolutely, I won that. I mean, this is the right size for tier 5. We just need a lot more metal. How much? Where is concrete? That one. So we've got 100 cement. Rainy recon mission. There we go. Just send a Gloucester Gladiator out to do the recon mission. I suppose we're not far off getting a short Sterling for a proper bomber. Yeah. Yeah, very good stealthiness on the short Sterling. 1570. Just realised this is the Gloucester Meteor, not the Mosquito. For some reason I thought that last tier 1 was the Mosquito. It makes sense why that is such a long one, so we could think about getting that. Or B-17. Well, I'll let them get to work. There we go, mission success, nice and easy there. Yeah, I actually want to get like 200 on hand there. So we're going to need a lot of metal and a lot of concrete. Let's go gather some stuff. Medium bomber interception. Spitfire and Hurricane should be able to take care of that. Yeah, got a new window here. I suppose if the worst comes to it, instead of... I'd prefer this to be upgraded. I could try seeing what happens if I delete it. I think I will lose the planes. The Gloucesters are free though, so that's not too bad. I've got 4 planes here, so if I just put an... Yeah, I can't fit in another medium one here, so I may as well put another small plane there. And I'll have enough over there that... So hopefully I'll be able to see if deleting the old runway... well, I'll just move everything over to this runway and then I can build a larger one over here. Definitely see that in future you really need to leave one side of the runway free until you do get it wide enough to be a tier 5. There we go, another one successful. Oh, we've got some potato seeds now. Which means it's got a new little mini growing zone. You are going to produce potato seeds. Start. Urgent ground support. Okay, that's really not... Yeah, I don't really have that many kind of ground attackers, but there we go, that's a bunch of fighters. Oh, that's where that... I can expand that stockpile, so the whole thing is actually in the stockpile. That should get them to actually move some of this stuff inside. No, that's that stockpile completely full. Okay, I'm going to need a new warehouse building. I suppose I can put down another... Yes, I've got some top... I mean, I've got a bunch of bricks. Let's put down a little storehouse building here. I'll keep them busy for a bit. There we go, another mission successful. Right, I'm going to see what happens if I... Okay, that removed the airstrip, but it didn't do anything to the plane. Maybe the planes, when they take off, they'll take off on that runway, and they'll move, but then I still can't get rid of these bloody parking spots. What else do I need? Oh wow, for steel tarmac you need fuel. Training facility bombing run. Yeah, I don't have a bomber. I can buy a bomber. Okay, I can't get the Lancaster yet. I can get a short Sterling. So you know what? Yeah. Let's go get one. Right, because now I can send the short Sterling off with an escort. There we go. So you can see what happens to these planes, especially when they come back to land. Yeah, okay, they're just taxiing across everything, that's fine. So they don't need to be right next to the runway, that's good to know. Alright, well, in that case, I want to start converting that into tarmac. It's going to require a lot. But I think it will be worth it in the long run. Okay, we lost a Spitfire. Plane was forced to land in foreign territory due to lack of fuel. Okay. The facility was destroyed. So we need to save up a bit more for a new Spitfire. Okay, they're just returning to their old pads. Oh, I didn't even see that mission. Damn it. Well, I suppose because they're happy from landing and taking off at a part-built runway, there isn't actually a need to have two runways. You just need one runway that is fully upgraded. This has the footprint that it needs to. So, in theory, this is the only runway that we need, if I'm understanding that correctly. So even though we can't get rid of these, at least I can't figure out how you are supposed to get rid of parking spots, we can still just make do with this one runway because they're happy to use it in a part-filled state. Ooh, we've got another bombing raid inbound. Suppose that's fair, we did bomb one of their runways. Ultimately, if we're wanting to upgrade this into a really high-tech tier 5, we're going to need a load of fuels and put down some more fuel containers. Also going to harvest the fuel that is here. There we go. That was easy. Yeah, water's also not ideal. I'm going to put a couple more of these water pumps out. As far as I can tell, there's no issue with having them all on top of each other. Oh, we don't have enough chairs anymore. We also ran out of water, that's not ideal. Yeah. It's a missed mission. Right, in terms of what we need, mostly we need a bunch of water. Yeah, so let's just get in a bunch of water then. I'm also going to need more sand. We're out of sand. It's fine, can just harvest the little sandbag things that are dotted around. Find them. That'll probably be enough. Let's grab the water. Yeah, let's just send some guys out. Right, we don't have enough chairs, so let's get some more chairs. Some nice, large, comfy couches. That'll cheer everyone up. Tank squad bombing run. Yeah, I really need a ground attack fighter, but for now, short Sterling and a couple of escorts should do nicely. Oh, hang on, they did. I got this thing deleted. So you can get them deleted. Not sure exactly how, but it might just be because they're occupied they can't be deleted, in which case the question is, how do I reassign where they are? Pilot competition. Uh, 73% chance of succeeding. There we go, tank squad bombing run complete. Pilot competition mission complete. Ran out of water again, that's fine. I can start gathering more. Yeah, we've got a bunch of sand now, so that's not an issue. Dangerous recon mission. Okay, that's 91. There we go, 99. Send off our gladiators. There we go, mission complete there. Factory bombing run, they are keeping us busy here. Scramble everything else for the bombing run. Can afford a new Spitfire, I think I'm going to grab one. Actually, so that's 15 to 30 fighting power, 20 to 35. Okay, the Hawker Tempest. A little bit more expensive than Spitfire, but better at being a fighter, better at bombing. Significantly less maneuverable. Don't know, I'm tempted to save up 2 and get a Tempest. Can do a little bit of everything. Have my nice Hawker Hurricanes for the fighter stuff, so it would be useful to have an actual ground attack plane. There we go, mission successful, everyone's coming back alive. And they're doing an air raid back on us, fair enough. We did just bomb them. Two planes coming in. Okay, they shot up some of our stuff, unfortunately. Nothing we can't fix. Yeah, okay, now we've got plenty of that, so we can harvest that. Large troop transport. There we go. Put out our 2 large planes and Hurricane Escort. Okay, we've actually got a water stock of 300, which isn't bad. The entire runway was taking just over 600. Okay, just clear sky recon mission. So I think we are actually most of the way there. There we go, large troop transport mission done. And that is enough points for us to be able to grab a Tempest. There we go, and Jeffrey Gibbs is going to come to the airfield. Nice little formation of our planes coming over. And here is our brand new Tempest. There we go. What are we actually out of? I think we're out of luxury goods, so I can order some more of those. Yeah, we've got loads of purified water now. Yes, I think it's just cement as the... Oh, we've got loads of purified water, that's the problem. I don't want purified water, I need dirty water. Is what the issue is. So we've got plenty of drinking water. We don't need drinking water, we need... We need good old cheap water. Okay, so my ordering of large amounts of purified water was a mistake. So I've got more than I need for a very long time. So in that case it's... yeah, just concrete and regular water is what I need. That's refilled. Actually, building floor wood. Let's get the entire floor ledge being wood. Make some progress, hopefully quite quickly. Right, yeah. So I know I want one luxury goods, so I don't have enough to build the things. I did notice repair parts weren't great, and then let's just grab a load of cement, because that'll save us quite a bit of production time. 4+ missions. How do we get upgraded? Wait, minimum 3+ runways, 6++. Okay, so I do need multiple runways just to fulfill those weird conditions there. Okay. Well, what I can do is position a runway here. Okay, I've only got the length for it here too. So yeah, if I just do that, that will be a little tier 2 runway there. So we can then put down some tier 2 things. That will be okay. Use up some sand. We've got an excess of sand. Heavy bomber intercept. Send up our new fancy planes. Ew, this one's tricky. Well, send up every fighter we have. Should just about do it. How's the Aces doing? They're doing alright. Some people died. Biggest issue right now is I don't seem to be able to move the parking spots, which is requiring some awkward placement. Slowly getting this big runway upgraded to tier 4. And they're going to get this one all done. Let's grab some more sand since I've just put in an order for a massive sand pile. There we go, bomber interception mission complete. No losses. Yeah, may as well cut down those trees because we're going to want those gone before long. Calm supply drop. Oh, we need the transport plane. Okay, transport plane and a Tempest for escort. Still not enough chairs. Okay, so all of that has been built, but that's not enough. Well, let's put in some more lovely, lovely chairs dotted around then. That'll be enough chairs for everyone. Well, everyone's happy, everything's going fine. Urgent Sky Squadron support. Allies need our help. Send them a strong squadron fast. Excellent. Well, there we go, that's 97%. More water. Damn, we lost the hurricane. Airplane broken, can't fly. Rip. Oh, on the bright side, that means I can destroy that. Which on the really bright side means I can get rid of that plane. Which means I can destroy that. And then I will be able to get this runway as big and as long as we want it. Nice, okay, perfect. Everything's sorted in the end. There we go. They're actually taking that down. Right, birthday mission. Send the flamingo. Harvest some more fuel. Gonna hire a mechanic. There we go. Delivery mission successful. They're all doing alright now then. Oh, got another air raid coming in, which we get a nice and early warning of now. Oh. This is a big one. Okay, that was fighters strafing, but I think there are bombers on the way too. Oh, Stukers. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, well we shot down a Stuka, but Jesus. Is this not sheltered? They blew the roof off of it. Right, okay. And the roof off of that. Right, top wall. Yeah, they can get that built quite quick. Okay, well the Stuka's hurt. The Stuka's definitely hurt. She's 1,000. Yeah, I'm not going to be putting down 1,000 metal. Okay. Well, bad things happened. A couple bombs went off. Most annoyingly, that's destroyed our indoor kitchen. Okay, construction's blocked by all of the debris, I think. Oh. Oh. Well, let's see if we can get back on our feet. Alright, well, we still got to keep on fighting. Clear skies recon mission, go. Excuse me just a second. My children are being rather loud outside, so I'm just going to close the window. Right. There's so much rubble. At least we've got overflow sleeping space. It's not the end of the world. Out of all of the things they could target, these are probably the least important ones that they've ended up taking out. Alright, mission to drop behind enemy lines. Right. Flamingo's 80%. Screw it, I'll just send the Flamingo. It might die, it might not. Yeah, let's get another engineer. Yeah, let's get a few more engineers and mechanics here. We need more bodies to do more work right now, more than anything. Okay, there is still a working indoor kitchen. That's fine. Okay, got the roof back on the storage shelter. Nice, behind enemy lines drop is done. Slowly making progress on the airstrip. Right, can safely put in a couple of these here then. Yeah, okay, the only thing holding back the big runway is raw water. Okay, I need to order a ton more tarp. Right. Let's replace that with a wooden floor. Just to make some progress on it. Can I just build a wooden wall there? There we go. Let's see if they can make some progress with all of that lot. Okay, nice, that's that done. Alright, we need a bunch more tarp to replace the destroyed stuff. I think we can use some more fuel kits. Oh, I know we also need bricks. Okay, little runway's almost done. Big runway's also getting there. Yeah, it's starting to get stuff set up here. Nice, and there goes the roof. calm supply drop. Yeah, let's just send the flamingo with escort. Oh, I'm making progress again. Recovering from the bad things that happened. I still do have top, so I can build top walls here. Oh. Oh. Yeah, takeoff in progress. Why is not? Mission failed to start, why? Okay. I'm confused. Right, anyway, what I was doing. Top, that's... no, I didn't want to. Right, cancel that. Right, let's get this done. Want a top wall there. Top door there. Actually, no, I just want top wall all across that. And all across that. And then we can throw on a top roof over the whole thing, and that'll be all that bunk once again back in a usable state. Oh. Getting there. That big rock's done, so this just needs some people. Rainy recon mission. Okay. Send the flamingos, apparently really good at recon, so off it goes. Yeah, no. Those two are done. Oh, I'm going to wait for this to be done, then I'll call in the hurricane. Why is it failing to start the missions? Do we not have crew? Do we not have... Got plenty of fuel. Come on. It's got its full crew. Yeah, currently just none of my missions are launching. It's odd. another one failed to start, this is going to really screw me over. Okay, that runway is now complete, in case that was being an issue. Out of raw water again, so let's keep harvesting that wherever we can. I'm a little bit lost as to why that's happening. I'm just going to save and then go to main menu and load in case that fixes whatever weirdness is currently going on. Well, we've at least got this runway is definitely now a functional tier 2 runway. Get a little bit more raw water, this will be a functional tier 4 runway. Medium fighter interception, hurricane. Yeah, I think it's early access being early access, unfortunately. Yeah, they're just not moving. I'm gonna hope that when this gets sorted, it will fix it. Gonna call in another gladiator just in case that kind of resets the pathfinding. Small troop transport. Oh, I know the Tempest is managing to take off. That's not going to help it though. Let's go see if those can go off. Okay, he's moving. He's taken off. He's just sitting there with his engine idling. And the Flamingo's not even trying. Oh, we got another bomber raid now that we've just recovered from the previous one. Oh, got a proper big bomber coming in. Okay, they dropped a bomb, but it didn't do anything. Oh, I say it didn't do anything. Is that guy dead? Yup. It didn't do anything. It killed one of the people. Okay. Congratulations, you're his replacement. Let us build a grave. Rip Gordon Hill. Current task dead. Lovely. Okay, this one took off. They actually took off. They did it. Maybe it got really confused with having 2 half-completed runways at a time. Because it was letting me take off from a half-completed runway before. And then it just said no. He does look very content. He is happy knowing he has done his duty to king and country. And his last act was taking down the bomber that then exploded his face. So let's just get a little bit of sand being collected. Oh, there we go. That is our tier 4 airstrip done. Took a hell of a lot of effort, but it is done. There we go. Got a bomber interception mission. Oh, 61%, but we're going to have to go for it. We just don't have really any choice but to do any mission that we can possibly attempt. Alright, there we go. Mission failed, but nobody died. Okay. I'll accept that. I prefer getting at least a Spitfire out as the next plane we buy. Oh, the next shipment's going to be real angry with us. Other than desperately low water supply, we're back. Where is the brick making station? One of you should be making bricks. Please say I do have... Oh, there's the brick kiln. Yeah, okay. They're just happily working away. That's fine. So we are producing bricks. So we will slowly get the rest of the stuff done. They've gone and built that. Low food stock is not ideal. Oh, we've got a strike against us. But that is not too surprising. Right. We needed bricks and we needed food. Now this is all being cleared, I can get another indoor kitchen. Indoor kitchen, just need some planks. We can get planks quite easily. There we go. Out of water again, large troop transport mission popping up. There we go. Lancaster and the Tempest can... Lancaster, the short Sterling and the Tempest can go off. That completes, that should let us get another Spitfire down. Should be very nice. There we go. Mission successful. Which means I'll grab a Spitfire. Go Spitfire, go. There we go. A lovely little Spitfire. And now we've got this shed finally built, which is going to be our new storage area. Right, we are out of logs, so let's harvest some trees. Behind enemy lines, supply drop. You not helping at all? Spitfire helping at all? No. Oh, if detected, return home immediately. Okay, so this is one we need to be a little bit sneaky about. Yeah, that's not helping. Yeah, let's just send the Flamingo then. 80% chance. I wonder what plane would be best for that. We need something with good transport but good stealth. So bow fighter is definitely a no. Liner not great. I suppose the Hampton's not bad. But then the Sterling should have been better. I'm surprised the Sterling didn't give us better odds there. Oh. We were spotted. Never mind. Right, rainy recon mission. Oh, there we go, 99%. Gloucester Gladiators doing their stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna aim to make this runway just a little bit bigger so it's a tier 3 runway. I don't think I can really get it to be too much better. So I don't want to override the sand over here. I'll get it damn close to a tier 4 actually. I can get it to a tier 4. Might be able to get it to a tier 5 if I can work out how to. I'll do that for now. There we go, terraforming. Change terrain, dirt, concrete tarmac. That's not really. I want to flatten. Don't know if flattening is a thing yet. Yay! Recon mission complete. Okay, well, I can just build another runway. Don't know where best to build it, but if I have 3 runways, that gets me up to the next tier. Right now, yes, you can only play the British Flame. There is on their roadmap, they're planning on adding other nations. They don't believe they've explicitly stated what other nations, but the picture of other nations has a lot of people in German uniforms, so I believe Germany is the first one that they are planning on adding, which makes sense. They've already got the German plane assets for the air attacking, so it would just be easier to start there. Certainly imagine them doing more if it does continue to take off. America would be interesting. I'm quite happy with the British, but yeah, a few more options would be nice, and they are on the way. Okay, yeah, that's uneven terrain there. Could I do something like that? The length only goes up to... right, bomber intercept, light bomber intercept. Okay. Send up a couple, that's 95% chance. I guess I can just try and wedge in a really nice and... Actually, there's all of this that... Yeah, I'll tell you what. We are going to put in another airstrip here. Oh, damn, I can almost make this a tier 5. Yeah, there we go. Tier 5 in size. There we go. That'll keep them busy for a bit then. That'll count as having 3 runways, which will be enough for the next little promotion, which I think gets me more weekly supplies. Nice, mission successful there. And we're getting air raided again. Oh dear God. What I am gonna do, while I'm remembering to do things, is I'm gonna put a roof over that. Get a proper hangar. Oops. Well, we shot down 2 of them. I missed that there. But they do have a bomber. Bollocks. Oh God. Oh God. The bomber just hit the shelter. Oh God. Bloody hell. Bad things happened. I'm gonna dig some more graves. Right. I'm going to use what... Oh, God, we're going to need to hire more aircrew. Yeah, this no longer has an aircrew. Yeah, 'cause they're all assigned, so I need a new pilot. Oh God, everything's horrible. I think there's some people left to dig the graves. Right, who died? A gunner is dead. Field mechanic. Chef. Okay, we lost the pilot. Checking on the crew, yeah. Okay, so that plane's still able to go, that one's still able to go. This one has lost 2 of its crew. An air gunner and a bomb aimer. You know what, Officer Cadet, you'll do. Congratulations. You... I'm just doing this bloody thing. There we go. Well... that were a bit bad. Clearly my bomb shelter design is not functional. That's not really what I wanted. I have a plan. Right. Okay, there's not enough crew for that one. The crew are really expensive compared to the actual planes. Yeah, I can't send my Sterling out because it doesn't have the crew. Okay, you're the gunner who's already assigned there. Yeah, I don't have a spare bomb aimer. Right, yeah, and my theory here is areas. Remove this area because this is not a safe zone, clearly. Right. Safety zone inside those little runs. See if that works better. My god, they just died. They just died. Oh god. Burying the corpses, burying the corpses. Yeah, this is just... I'm supposed to scramble everything that I have. That's a coin flip if that can get enough, but I need more points to get more crew to... Well, that was a disaster. Well, we've buried all the corpses. We've got three more empty places. We can get more corpses. We're making good progress over here on giant runway number 3. Facility was successfully destroyed. Oh god, it's another bombing mission. I don't have a bomb. I want you to go, bloody people. Right, there we go. That's got me another victory point. Can I use that to hire anyone good? No. Nah, these officers are just too expensive for what you get for them. I know I lost a cook, so let's get another cook. God damn it. Let the planes land, and then I'll send them off again. Another coin flip. I do know one thing I can do. I can... Gladiator. Gladiators are free, therefore I get a pilot for free. Ah! I can reassign the pilot to the Tempest, and I get the working Tempest again. And then I can just get rid of the old Gladiator. Right, so you... What's your name? Right, Gordon Reed. Gordon Reed, you're the pilot of that plane now. Right, this plane no longer has a pilot. I can't get rid of it without pilot. Okay, so it's occupying a slot, so it's... I've called in a plane that I now can't get rid of in order to get a free pilot to use in the Tempest. Okay, so there is a limit on that. Now I've got a plane sitting around that I can't operate, but fine. Alright, I am going to keep this area, but I'm going to try and improve the design. Damn it. Alright. So I reckon once those are done, that'll then be a little more of a secure place. Oh, yeah, of course. People died, didn't they? So I need... Congratulations, you are now gunnerman. Yep, no one to fly the plane, but that's fine. I'm happy exchanging a parking spot for a working Tempest in the future. Oh, crap. They didn't have the fuel for it, so I sent a bunch of fighters. Well, okay, 2 of them were gladiators. Gladiators don't count. Lost my 2 hurricanes, which is a pity. But what are you gonna do? Cry over lost hurricanes? God, base morale is really bad. Okay, I reckon when all of that is done, that'll be a much better safe area. Oh, it's the new hobby is, I did lose the pilots. I lost a hell of a lot. Everyone is gone. Everyone's gone forever. Now let's put in a big, large flagpole. That will make everyone feel better, right? People like large flagpoles next to the graves of their former comrades. Okay, no strikes. They're okay with this. I did enough. Coolants, replacement parts and replacement fuel. Don't really know what I need, to be honest. Yeah, let's just call and load more bricks. Oh, this is all falling apart. Oh, that's... yeah, the bomb went off there, didn't it? I do have some planks. You know what, I'll partially rebuild this out of wood. I'm going to work on the assumption that wood is stronger than tarp. Yeah, runway incomplete, that's fine. Oh, that was quite the disaster. Medium bomber intercept mission. Well, I do have a working Tempest now, so that is something. Okay, the Flamingo is in disarray, so it is useless at everything. I'm assuming that is because it is partially crewed by dead people. Come on guys, we can do it. There we go. Flag is flying. That'll give everyone a boost. Everyone will be happy. Yeah, right. There we go. Oh god damn it, did we run out of bean seeds? A city bombing run that I can't do. So what, can I just transfer this crate? So, who are these people? So I'll try and transfer in these two. So the Malcolm Fitzgerald and Michael Cheshire. Malcolm Fitzgerald, Michael Cheshire. Boom. That is now a functional Sterling. Okay. It's nowhere near enough for what we need. %5 chance, Jesus. Screw it. 62% chance, go. We need the points. Our reserve runway is coming along just fine. We did it! Right. So I need a pilot and a navigator to round off that crew. How much is just a new... Because a new Flamingo is 2. So it cost me more to recrew the Flamingo than just to dismiss this one and hire a new one. But you can't take it off without a full crew. Grumble. So... But I could just get another Flamingo for now. I've thought about many cheeses, although it is still weird that it costs more to hire the replacement. It costs twice as much to hire... No, it costs 3 times as much to hire a full replacement crew for a Flamingo than it does to get a Flamingo and the crew. Right. Ground troops request urgent support. Yeah, 99%. We can get a mission done. Ta-da! Sky support squadron, right. Send what we can. Not really. %. Airplane can't fly. Oh, crap. What is... I think the crew have collapsed. Yeah, that's what's wrong. The crews are exhausted. Okay, right. Okay, so I can't send that out. Can't send that out. Only 28%. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw away crew members for nothing. Oh, ground support can be angry at me. That's fine. I got the roof back on that at least. Dangerous recon mission, let's go. Okay, send the glass gladiators, they're nice and replaceable. Mission successful. I got 4 points. So I could go for a bow fighter, but I don't think I really want one. I do have that pad, so that is good enough for another flamingo. I think I'll get another working flamingo, they're quite useful. Almost done with this giant runway, which is cool. Guess the other thing I can do is a clear sky recon mission. There you go, just send a gladiator up. Yay, victory. Everything hanging together decently enough right now. Got to harvest some random fruit trees. And there we go. Runway tier 3. 3 plus runway, 6 plus parking spots. So I think at the end of this week I get promoted to the next level. And we've got another air raid. Let's hope our new shelters are actually functional. Oh dear. Alright. Okay, 2 strafing fighters and a bomber. Okay, those two are down. Some damage, nothing too terrible. Ah, the bomber didn't drop its bomb. Nice. Okay. So yeah, just a little bit of shot up supplies. Let's make sure we've got enough beds, because we're getting people collapsing. Should have plenty. Definitely need some more repair parts for planes, so I'll bear that in mind with the next run. Not sure why we're not getting promoted to the next level, but that's fine. Right, we need... repair parts. That's the big thing. Could also use some more metal. Oh, we did get promoted there. Okay, so next week... we've actually been double promoted there. We went from Field B to Field C. Runway Tier 5, 4 plus runways, 15 parking spots. Okay, yeah, so we do have extra quota now that we'll be able to call in. So we're a big boy airfield. Light fighter interception, let's see how this one goes. There we go. There we go. Send those two. Off you go. Mission successful. There we go. Oh god, factory bombing run. Okay, well I can send a Sterling, I can send the usable Flamingo. There we go, 99% with the Tempest as an escort. Go guys, go go go. Birthday mission. Send our 2 Gloucester Gladiators up. There we go, mission successful. Bombing run is done. That gives me the 5 I need. I'd like another proper fighter, so let's get another Spitfire out. There we go. Birthday mission done. Hangars take so long to get built. But fair enough. Calm supply drop. There we go, another mission successful. So I think we're back on our feet at this point after a fair bit of a setback there. But yeah, I've had fun with this. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break from this particular game for a bit, just to let it cook a little bit more in early access. Little things like being able to move around where the fighters are would be really helpful. Some more auto pause things would be helpful. And otherwise, I think it's a really promising game. I'm really enjoying the game so far. It is a lot of fun. Do think it just needs to bake for a little bit longer, but it is just in early access. That's not too surprising. Unfortunately, it means we're not quite going to get to the Lancaster. We've got everything we kind of need to get it there. Can just build a big landing spot for it. But the problem there is that we need a lot more victory points, but we are at least earning victory points again now. But learned a lot along the way, so do make sure you leave one side open until your airfields are at least 4 or tier 5 in width, so you can get proper big ones. Do a better job at designing my defences. That's very good. I think what I also need is the guns to be on the outer edge of the airfield so they can attack things coming in. I think they're a bit too late in engaging is the main issue there. But yeah, no, all in all, I've had a lot of fun there, so I'm going to leave that there. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope to catch you again in a future video. Until then, thank you, and remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.